by one, they fall.
10 seconds
One
remaining.
by one, they fall.
5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to pick.
It's a warrior.
The next label play.
The next label play.
OG's turn to ban.
Lena.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban. Navi's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Navi's turn to ban.
The next label play.
The next label.
The next label play.
The next label play.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
Void incarnate.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to pick.
Shadow Demon.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
The undying wakes.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Navi's turn to ban.
One by one they fall.
OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. Turn to pick.
Abyssal Underlord.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
The next
Choose
label
your
play.
hero.
Next label play.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I will gladly take that one away. Wonderful panel, and now let you know a little bit more about what we're thinking. Trent, it's come to this. I think two of, I want to say the most aggressive teams that I think we have in this tournament. When I think of just like all out aggression, yeah, there's like the early push that you see from Viking.
Yeah,
this is different. This is where they lose their mind and just try and fight you.
Dive some towers, all out, just like constantly fighting. Yeah, not a lot of things holding you back. That sounds about right for these two teams. So yeah, we hate Sven. I like it, T-Gov. It's been too long. I think a lot of people are feeling that emotion right now as we wind down this tournament and hopefully this patch. A new one should be coming out soon. But for now, these two teams will be battling it out on our good old friend Dispatch.
Good old friend Dispatch. I don't know if everybody shares that sentiment, but I like the positive spin. Can I tell you something that just sort of like a thought that I had about Iceberg in general in this pick that he took of the Zeus? When I see like Io, Ursa, Tiny, I'm not thinking I want the little Mario man that just gets blown the hell up. You know what I mean?
Wait, if he jumps on their heads, they don't just die? Is that not how this hero works?
These guys aren't Goombas. It's not gonna happen. But the thing about Iceberg is that I think he's just such a like crazy aggressive player that he never thinks about what if they jump on me. He's always thinking, I'm gonna kill them, you know?
30 seconds.
And that could be a problem against OG, who's thinking the exact same thing. That's what I'm expecting from this game.
I mean, that's a pretty good goal to have for him. It's also a lot of percent-based damage, which is always nice, right? You got some tanky heroes over there. We don't look at that. Get that off. Everyone just ignore that stat. Everything's fine. Yeah. Iceberg's gonna have a grand old time. Oof. All right, well, we're evening things out.
True enough. Well, continue your thought though, because it sounded like it was smart.
Percent-based damage, that's all. You know, okay. There's a lot of very tanky heroes with just flat health gains on the side of the dial, right?
Yeah, that's true. And that will fit in pretty well. Also a nice reason to have an Undying, you know, in your pool as well against the Tiny and the Underlord. And we'll see how that lane goes out. I know Lizard sounded a little bit terrified of like the Shadow Demon Underlord spam. If there's one hero that I would want to sort of babysit a lane though in this patch, it would definitely be Undying. So we'll see how well ALWAYSWANNAFLY can do that.
I'm trying to figure out if there's any other heroes that have a primary roll bonus that is low, that like isn't their highest gain. I don't think there is in this game. But for Ursa, that is the case for that hero. He's a weird guy like that, you know? I was trying to think about how much strength he actually ends up getting, and he gets 2.6 per level, and he only gets 2.4 agi. He's a weird guy, this bear. I'm happy to see the Ursa again. I thought it was a good counter in our previous series, and if you guys missed that game, essentially, Secret were running a Sven-based strat, fairly similar to this one, but there was actually a mag involved and a mid silencer. But the key was they had everything pinned on this Sven, which it kind of looks like this game is for Na'Vi, and they're winning pretty handedly until one fight when the Sven walked up a little ramp into an Ursa and he just got blown up, and then that quickly turned the tides of the games, where it became very apparent that if you ever just get that one bash on the Sven, he's gonna go down. Doesn't matter how much armor he has.
Yeah, and we've seen it a couple of times in previous points in this tournament against Sven with like minus armor strats and stuff like that too, where it can really ramp up. Doesn't look like they're going to be going for that as much on OG, but when you have the, you know, overcharge working with the IO, Midwin's going to have some crazy attack speed and stack up those Fury Swipes even faster. As he is going to get the little jump there onto RodjER, but then be forced back yet again. So far, only 2 CS on mid one. He's had a bit of a rough lane.
Radiant's courier
Yeah,
has
just
been
constantly
killed.
bullied over and over. And having a hard time getting up here. I mean, General has been one of the best off-lane voice spirits as well that we've seen. Been a pleasure to watch his gameplay in this tournament so far. I think maybe inspiring so other teams to perhaps look back on this hero and bring it into this role. As I'd say it's fallen off on the wider scale as they get the taunt in. It's gone.
And as you're singing his praises, he makes it work.
Wow, that never happens.
I know,
Always
right?
the opposite. General's that good. He can break the curse.
Dude, what a player. I think he's maybe my favorite player on this team right now. Sort of inhabits, I guess, a similar role to Seb in some games.
Dire's courier has
Hard
been
life, and
killed.
there goes his courier.
That one sucks. That one sucks.
Yeah, RodjER's got the range.
I guess actually, you know what? I think he probably inhabits more of a role that's similar to Topson, where he's like sometimes that guy that runs around and just like makes things happen for his team, and definitely can make that happen on the Void Spirit. Speaking of which, it's mid lane. Topson gets some pretty good damage there into Iceberg, but Iceberg has to pull one in general. Just gonna drop so they do
Yeah.
kill.
They got the revenge, and he gives a little tip. Okay. Let him know that we're still here. Still playing some Dota right now.
Small fly down bottom. Taking a lot of damage. The decay tries to live, but will not be able to. And Seb, little tip back the other way. Okay. Meanwhile, up top again, more aggression going out. Can they find the kill here? RodjER needs one more swipe, but it's not quite going to be enough to get that kill onto the Lina. General has Resonant pulse back up again in 3, but the Salve will come out and that should stop it. Although RodjER, he needs to be careful again. He's getting ran down here. Overcharge, chase down, right clicks coming through, no tail, just bullied him down to death. That'd be dangerous.
Yeah, they're back up here. We were perhaps a little concerned with how things started from mid-1, but now it's all in their favor. I'm still very much appreciative of the
Radiant's
turnaround
middle
here.
tower is under attack.
Jeez, there's 8 stacks of Fury swipes.
And mid, Iceberg got that clarity popped as well, so he's gonna have to run back home. Topson says, thank you very much for making my lane that much easier. Dude, they're just helping each other. Lending a hand.
Yep, the Invis Rune, he won't get any use out of it, but it was scouted by a ward anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He's just going to use it for the regen and try and take some of this farm away from the Zeus, I imagine. But he'll be back in time for the wave to crash into the tower. Saksa's coming through. They want to go for something here.
Oh, this is big if they can get it. Did not get the toss back, didn't have the mana, and now
Radiant's
Topson
middle
need to
tower
run
is under
away.
attack.
Doesn't quite have level 6 on Iceberg, and that will save a potential kill there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know if he was going to go for like a toss over to Saksa or what, but yeah, they could not get it.
In fact, he's still sticking around. They're going back in for round 2 of this one. Iceberg gets brought down low, but Topson is just going to die to the tower.
Got him.
Dire's middle tower is under
Ready?
attack.
Didn't quite do the math there.
No, Saksa did grab the bounty rune on the way home though, so at least always want to fly won't find that on the Undying, but is that 3 for them? I believe it is, yeah.
A tribute.
So, a little pick-me-up for Na'Vi after losing a couple kills heading the way of OG.
That's what I mean, though. This team is just crazy. You gotta be careful now, because Thunder God's Wrath is also back up again. General tries to pull mid one down. Can they get him below the threshold? It is enough. They secure that kill, and No-Tail trying to escape now. And it doesn't look like Na'Vi will be able to.
There's a level 2 LSA here.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Not quite there.
Yeah. The fact that he dropped that sentry by the tower to see if there was one of those wards there, that was pretty nice by No-Tail. Because if that ward was there, he probably would have died.
No. Again, the pressure down bottom from Seb as he is gonna hit level 6 now. Takes
Saksa is starting to stack here. Or, well, starting to poison down the stack with just level 2. He's going to spam all his mana pool here.
Interesting.
And they're going to go for the Firestorm too. So they're basically just taking the gold and they're willing to split the XP 2-1 with the Undying.
Interesting. Yeah, that's really an interesting way to play this. They're going for the Soul Ring now also on Seb. He had the Arcane Boots queued up, but now, mid lane, they found Topson. Good amount of damage coming in from RodjER, and Iceberg comes back in to secure the finish. He's making a lot happen on this Zeus already.
That's not
Yeah,
Green
ooh,
Alleys.
back-to-back falls there for Topson, puts him at the bottom of the course in terms of net worth, and unfortunately right next to him is mid one. despite getting a few comeback kills up top in that lane, he's fallen back down again as not allowed to just like focus on creeps. Him in general have been brawling back and forth. They're both at 30 CS, I guess, in the end, but everyone's just like losing out on the regen, I'm sure, and just having to spend a lot with the spam. Should be helped out by the fact that he's an IO though, so midone hopefully going to start working towards those bigger core items now.
Yeah, I wonder, yeah, he is going to go for the Battle Fury. That's what he's got queued up, realizing like, okay, just sort of stand tall against the spend in the late game. I'm going to need that farm. But Vtoon has already got stacks up both in this side of the jungle and then also over in that triangle. A double on the Ancients already. So this could be a little bit of a scary time as another D-ward on the exact same spot coming from Saksa. And instead, runs away.
Topson, I think he's hit like 2 creeps in the past couple minutes.
Stun there. Vtoon shows up to try and kill onto the Shadow Demon, and well, Topson is just gonna have to run away.
Yeah, not getting what he wants here. Makes another rotation through, doesn't get a kill. At the very least, he doesn't fall prey to a God Strike hitting there, but now back up top, they are on the general.
Oh, no, who's on who?
Yeah.
Turns on his him, he has level 6, now no-tail. He's gonna die too. Iceberg gets the kill afterwards. Yeah, Navi are cooking right here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
So
attack.
makes the move. Avalanche toss. Topson picks up the arcane. And RodjER got a little bit greedy waiting for his Zeus to come through for that bottle.
That's a bloody game. 11
Radiant's
kills
bottom
already,
tower
8.5
is
minutes
under
in.
attack.
And I wonder what General's going to go for. Is it worth finishing out the Spirit Vessel to him? Does he want to get the Yules instead? I think the Yules is very tempting, but it's also an IO and an Underlord. And we're probably not going to get like Dispel items happening, so the Spirit Vessel has a lot of value for a long time.
True. Yeah, it would be nice. Topson here is going to get caught yet again. Trying to make some action happen. Does force the rotation of RodjER, but still losing that Tiny yet again. Not great for OG. But they managed to take the tower in the meantime. Seb's basically been left alone.
He's just doing his thing.
He's gonna have a really good game, it feels like, right now. Top of the net worth.
Radiant's bottom tower
Is a little bit
is under
one of the
attack.
stranger heroes to sort of get a ton of farm on, but it often happens. He's just gonna pick up these team fight items. It's like...
And it looks like Navi are looking to play quite fast this game, though. Rushing the Aghanim Scepter on that Zeus, so a very combative build where you want to be enabling your spend on the earlier end, going for these fights. So that's going to, I would guess, the Yule Scepter for General probably, because they're just going to want to have a tool that's available to help like kite, control the Ursa, control various heroes, stop TPs when they're running around the map.
Oh, they didn't quite get the LSA afterwards. General, though, as impulses out, Laguna Blade comes afterwards. Zeus trying to kill him, no-tail, seeing if he can get the relocate out of there. It will be able to relocate,
Radiant's
but didn't
middle
take anybody
tower
with
is
him.
under attack.
They took down.
Which means...
Yeah, that's a fair point. Poor old Io. Drops the Mango Tree base first.
Whoa. You know what? What he could have done, though, what if he relocated to the Underlord, and then the Underlord has Dark Rift, and then you tether the Underlord in while channeling the Dark Rift, and then
Dire's
as you
middle
come
tower
back,
is under attack.
he takes you out at the same time. That would be pretty amazing.
That was a pretty hype play. I want to see that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it for the IO, though. Nobody cares. No-tail's just...
Nobody cares about no-tail. Stop.
That guy. The life of a 5.
Well, Seb cares about this catapult. So he's going to show up to the mid lane, try to send this back a little bit. He's done lots of work in the bottom lane, but he does not want to give up this territory to the side of Navi. See if he can help limit the space that Vtoon's allowed to farm in. But I'll tell you what, he's having a grand old time. He's getting some stacks off in the jungle himself. He is going to have an Echo Saber pretty soon. Not far away.
You know, I have to say, voice lines coming out today, the top tier one for me is this Underlord. The curses, every
Radiant's
time,
top
like,
tower is under
it's so
attack.
good. You can use it a couple different ways. One is if, like, you mess up, so, like, every time, you miss a last hit, you just say curses, or every time they mess up. It works both directions. It's wonderful. I had to bring that out, because I just keep hearing the curses line.
Is under
from
attack.
Seb.
They've been known to spam a few voice lines here and there.
True.
Oh, Sentry misses, but thankfully they have a Zeus on their team. So Iceberg just runs over and throws a lightning bolt in the back of that camp by RodjER, and they spot the obs. And now RodjER going to get a stack on the Ancients here for his spend.
He's going to fly is still hanging out down here bottom nearby mid one and
Dire's
no tail.
middle
And
tower is under attack.
it's a dangerous place to be as an Undying.
Radiant's bottom
They
tower
can just
is
run you
under
down
attack.
rather rapidly. As mid one is taking over this area of the jungle, probably can retreat back up to the Ancients if he wants afterwards, and just get into that Battle Fury ASAP. As
Dire's top
10
tower
to
is
4
under
after
attack.
the early bloodbath that we had, it's sort of calming down a little bit. Still a good amount of
Radiant's
aggression in this
bottom
game,
tower
but it
is
feels like
under
they're sort of
attack.
waiting on that next tier of items to let the madness flow through. I got top.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a lot of fun for the two supports on Na'Vi right now. Oh, unless they can catch
Dire's
this
top
smoke
tower
coming in, that would
is
be
under
great. But they're just
attack.
sitting here like trying to push out mid, and neither of them can really initiate on this Underlord without some help.
And they're keeping
Radiant's
an eye
courier
also
has
on
been
Roche,
killed.
just in case.
Dire's
As, yeah,
top
they will
tower
run
is
into that
under
Undying,
attack.
decide not to chase any further. They have that ward down up on the high ground, and now a smoke up comes with 3, as they want to try and catch mid one and no tail down bottom. But you would anticipate that they have an idea this is coming. Maybe not.
I'm not sure what
Radiant's
just happened
bottom tower
because
is under attack.
he just planted that
Dire's
ward, and I
top
think
tower
no tail
is
thought, well,
under
it doesn't
attack.
matter anyway.
Chase down. Catches on the no tail. Mid one. Looks like
Dire's
he
courier
will
has
be
been
able to
killed.
escape. Gets the Battle Fury delivered to him as well.
Yeah, 13 minutes, and now mid one will be attacking the Ancients as well. So expect this farm to start stacking up pretty close to the Sven. Sure, he'll probably still be behind a little bit, especially if he's being pulled to some fights. But now the patient game isn't really that big of a problem for OG. As we all know, as you guys have seen, like the Ursa does quite well versus the Sven once you get into those control elements. So now there's almost like a little bit of a
Radiant's top tower is
timer
under
for the
attack.
Sven of trying to get into this Aghanim Scepter and BKB and run around this map.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because there's also crazy amounts of damage late game from Zeus, but you have to imagine that, you're going to be able to find him in some point in the fight. So we'll see how it goes. That Ags is done for the Zeus, as you mentioned, and still no tier 1 towers taken by Na'Vi. It's just been sort of fighting aggression and not as much like actually taking objectives. It looks like they want to remedy that right now.
Yeah, they want to kill Saksa. Spots him with the obs, but yeah.
God. Well, that's unfortunate.
He needs some big plays. All the self LSA set up. Nice.
Okay. So they pressure up here. Topson is heading up here as well to see if, I guess he just wants to take the camp
Dire's
first.
top
I
tower
feel like they
is
can't
under
defend this
attack.
tower.
Now there's no other
Dire's
farm for him right
structures are
now.
fortified.
The other camp's way by his tier 2 mid, so
Radiant's
he's just
bottom
like, I
tower
just
is
want a
under
little bit more
attack.
gold to my blink. You guys leave me alone.
Setting up down bottom. General shows up there. Relocate mid. They want to find, always want to fly. See if they can get this tower. Tombstone on the far side gets a little bit of extra heal, but not enough.
Dire's top tower
And
is
with that,
under
they're going to
attack.
pressure this tower.
Like they
Radiant's
left just
middle
Undying to
tower
defend
is
the
under
tier
attack.
1 mid, and you can't let that stand. And that's a Wyvern, you can't do that kind of play, right? Like somewhat better design for it. Laguna down bottom on the no tail.
Take that.
General and RodjER take him down.
Okay. So they,
Radiant's
I mean,
middle
again,
tower
I
is
feel
under
like
attack.
OG is doing a really good job here. If they don't get
Radiant's
the tower,
structures are
it's
fortified.
kind of okay for Na'Vi, but still a lot of damage.
Look at
into
the
tier
damage,
one.
yeah.
It's annoying. Oh, LSA gonna connect, and now they drop down. They lose. Can they get anything else afterwards? Undying's back in the fray, trying to bring down mid one here. General chases forward with the Astral Set, but Saksa there with the disruption. Always want to fly, staying on Sev. They pull him back in, but Topson with the big blink, able to take him down afterwards. Bad at all.
Still a Thunder God's Wrath here.
And Memphis back up in 20. And in fact, RodjER gets hit a couple times by mid one, but General keeps him alive. Another one of those remnants.
Dire are
So
scanning.
they keep the tier 1 tower alive, but OG are keeping that pressure on.
Illusion.
Well, not too bad for a blink reveal. RodjER has Laguna back up in a moment here, has the smoke coming out as well, and I think that means they'd like to get a bit aggressive themselves, though. Relocate is back up, though, so they try and catch someone with the relocate available. That could come in for a little bit of a defense, but you also have the Thunder God's Wrath and the Nimbus, so especially the Nimbus for trying to help control that relocate.
Topson's trying to find Zeus again. He's hoping he
Radiant's
was going to
bottom
stick around or
tower
head
is
back to
under
that hard
attack.
camp, but Wisely, Iceberg is going to retreat all the way home, but the pressure down bottom onto this tier 1, or tier 2 rather, and we've seen this so many times where it translates immediately afterwards into an outpost.
There goes RodjER. Oh, I spoke too soon. 40 HP.
Radiant's bottom
The raindrop
tower
saved
is
his
under
life.
attack.
Damn. Okay.
Nice.
Now bottom. They got him caught.
Dire's
If it's
middle
down
tower
onto
is
no
under
tail,
attack.
he's in trouble. Mid one. Okay.
Radiant's
Trying to
top
slow
tower
him
is
down
under
if
attack.
possible, but Saksa's in the area as well. They're moving kind of fast with that war cry. Gets vision on to the Shadow Demon. Does miss on that remnant. But with the stun coming in just a moment from Saksa, okay, good dodge. Zeb's back in on the board. They actually didn't try to fight this. Topson jumps in, avalanche toss, tries to catch on the Iceberg.
Radiant's middle
Heal comes
tower
out from
is
Always
under
Wanna Fly
attack.
General, buying a lot of space here. But they don't have anything else to track down OG.
Oh, that clumsy net is huge. That is such a good item for Na'Vi right now. I really think they need to start playing on the other side of the river before this Ursa starts like surpassing Sven in value. Like, he might not surpass him in gold necessarily, but relative to you know, how good they are in the 1v1, mid one is already looking quite terrifying, and then BKB Basher is going to be a serious issue.
They can't kill Seb here, I don't think. Too many people right behind him.
Hello.
Did like that, by the way. The Sven denied the range creep, and Seb just yelled out curses again. Love to see it. Oh, they got a clumsy net also on OG.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I like what you mentioned though, because it feels like it's Na'Vi that kind of need to be the ones more controlling right now. In a way, they're the ones trying to force the fight.
Yeah, Always Wanna Fly just drew the hook. He wants to go hit him with the pudge. So they want to smoke their way over there. Now, yeah, there they go.
Iceberg doesn't have a neutral.
Oh, they're going Roche instead.
Oh, this is big.
Yeah, they have level 4 Tombstone.
Always want to find out to get in there and hit it with the flesh golem. Yeah, there we go. Very, very important.
Oh, they
Radiant's
got him.
middle tower
They get
is
it.
under attack.
Taking the early Roche against the Ursa lineup.
I
Radiant's
think
middle
people
tower
underestimate
has
how
fallen.
good flesh golem is at
Radiant's
helping to
bottom
secure
tower
Roche.
is under attack.
Honestly, I think Tombstone's even better. It's just the fact that your guy can just stand there and not have to worry about getting bashed.
Oh, V2, you don't have much god strength left here. They're all here. I don't know about this one. KB, Topson finds the back line. I don't know about this one, Na'Vi. Holy moly. That was not the play. Dude, they set him up for that, too. Mid one has been down here so often completely alone. And then they
Dire's
set up
top
for the
tower
kill,
is
and
under attack.
he just wasn't. They were all waiting for
But
him.
they also just took Roche and they have wards in the enemy jungle, so I thought they kind of knew they were all down here. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, look at their off placement, right?
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know why they went for that.
Scan.
Whatever the case ends up being, over here in the jungle, Iceberg is going to find Topson yet again. Relocate coming in, though, and Iceberg now in trouble. They want to give the Mario man a big ol' hug, and mid one is going to take it. A lot of gold going his way with that wicked 6th streak. And what was looking good just a couple seconds ago is now looking horrible for Na'Vi. OG have taken a firm grasp on this after losing Roche.
Yeah, no signs of weakness here from mid one.
Well, they are able to force them back a little bit as the Tombstone was dropped. If there's one thing this team does well on Na'Vi, it's hold high ground.
Well, missed opportunities on moving out aggressively after a pretty good laning stage. Maybe one of the only problems we're starting to see with this Lina is that unless you have an overwhelming amount of initiation, she's a very weak 4 at trying to start things off. You know, how often have we seen like a Lina +1 successfully like smoke around without you know, it being like a dream coil or something? You need like a really aggressive form of initiation. In this case, they pretty much had to wait for the Yules from General, and at that point, it wasn't really enough.
Can they take down 7 times? Oh, looks like they will. I was wondering if, like,
I can go anywhere.
that's what I'm saying. If they did, like, maybe the Dark Rift there, it's only 2 points, though.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
You can tell RodjER are feeling pretty good about things. 7,000 gold lead.
Yeah, and the state of the game hasn't changed that much for Na'Vi. I still feel like you need to get some aggressive moves on. But, you know, we still have a 9-second BKB to be used. He's working towards that Aghanims. Maybe then he can help punish down something like the IO right away. What's Tiny sitting at? 20 armor now at level 14, so not necessarily an easy target there. What are they going to find now, though? It is the Tiny.
Armor doesn't matter if you just do a ton of magical damage, I guess.
It's true.
So there.
2 down and a mid tower. Oh, well, actually Seb's now back up, so not that easy. Will they commit for it with the tombstone?
God, this Underlord pick was so good. Just like answers all that stuff.
Radiant's top
No
tower
tail mid
is
one,
under
gonna
attack.
relocate down bottom. Push out a wave. And I don't think that there's anything you can do to really try and stop this here. Dual Scepter, but it's just head back home. Perfectly
The
fine.
next label
The
play.
next label
Dude, what if
play.
Yule's broke tether? Can you imagine?
Yeah, that would be a little bit busted. Some like Kunkka strats, basically, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, another smoke here. Recovery attempted again. Oh, hey, Seb, this looks familiar there, bud.
Well, Saksa's here this time and tries to keep him alive. Oh, wait, no, look at that though.
Rat spawned them. Yeah.
And couldn't get the Dark Rift off in time, so Seb is going to be brought down.
That was really well played by Navi. They anticipated this time in the same situation that there would be backup, and the turnaround was not able to be performed there by OG. So we get almost 3,000 XP heading back the way of Navi, all evenly spread as they were all involved. And a lot of gold for
Topson yet again. Mid one is in the river. If he's not careful, he might go down. They've got eyes on No Tail. What has happened?
He's gonna relocate though, so
Okay. All right. Yeah, they're not going to go for it, at least for now. They're waiting.
he's going for it. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, he is. He is not that concerned. Oh, Demonic Purge though. Onto V-Tune. Gotta be careful. He pops his BKB, wants to run away, but the Earth is on top of him. Look at the damage coming in. Can they keep him alive? No. They bit off more than they could chew with the Angry Bear. Mid one will likely claim another kill here, though Iceberg takes down Io. And maybe this is gonna work actually. The stun comes out. Oh, relocate comes in though. Io bought back for this. RodjER trying to
One back.
have another Earth Shock in a second. RodjER be off the mark. And a triple kill for mid one. Him versus the world.
Yeah, dance on that unicycle. Crash those cymbals. Crash some skulls. Seb will just do what he's done the whole game and
Radiant's
push
middle
lanes.
tower is under attack.
Just steamrolling.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They're gonna glyph this actually. Are they trying to hold the tier 2?
Radiant's middle tower is under
Seems
attack.
pretty bold.
Yeah, Nimbus is back.
Okay. Yeah, back door. Gonna come back
Radiant's
up again.
courier has been killed.
OG not able to secure it. Oh, they got
Ooh.
Radiant's courier.
Yeah,
Radiant's
it looks
middle
like
tower is under
well,
attack.
he is only 1,000 gold away actually
Yeah.
from having it, so yeah, that kind of hurts.
Without the Void Spirit here. He's got his courier over this area too. Does Topson find it? Oh my god, he's just right by it. Don't quite get it.
Yeah, he's trying to finish out that Spirit Vessel. Of course, now the Ursa has a BKB as well as already had the ulti, so Io's still lacking the Dispel though. That'll be the big one.
Underlord is going to use Dark Rift to come into this area, and it looks like they're going to try and reclaim this jungle a little bit spread out as Topson is not with the rest of the team. But likewise, Navi don't have V-Tune with them, so feels unlikely they can go for a big fight as soon as they realize that all of OG is there. Uh-oh, Iceberg jumps in, toss is there, Missile Blade afterwards. They trade 1 for 1, but Iceberg's the bigger one.
Navi have done a good job of getting these little pickoffs here, which is something that I feel like teams have been struggling with a little bit. Like, it seems like this 5-man Dota kind of starts and it's difficult to get the one off. I guess that's kind of
Radiant's
power
middle
of
tower
Arena, but
is under attack.
unfortunately, kills like that just continue to happen where people are just caught by a single
Radiant's
spell that
middle
just gets
tower
chained
has
out by
fallen.
OG into a numbers advantage to push.
Oh, General there, missed a little bit. Missile Blade comes out afterwards, needs to go for the astral
Radiant's
step,
middle
assimilate
tower
first,
is under attack.
dodges, and escapes. Very close. But yeah, I think that some of it is like OG aren't, sometimes feel like they don't play quite as together as 5 as we see from other teams. They'll like leave Seb alone sometimes just to like push out a wave on his own. Oh, Saksa, dead. Oh my god, mid one's down to half HP too. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, if Iceberg finds you, he's gonna do so much damage. Like, if Na'Vi are the ones that are able to be aggressive, things look better for them. But OG so often have been like up in their grill.
Yeah, 30 seconds until the Agnums will be there. A Titan Sliver now also picked up here. So big damage for V-Tune. Currently a lot of strength in this build.
Dire's courier has been killed.
You're gonna get the courier there. Yeah, that will be nice. And I think that now with this longer Roche respawn, it kind of gives Na'Vi an opening. OG are still like definitely the ones in the lead right now and look really strong, and like plays like this happen. RodjER, oh wait a minute though.
Yeah,
Dire's
he's
middle
running.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think that Roche fight with the level 20 spend could be the comeback mechanism for them.
Good disruption. Saksa saving the day. Topson might have died there. They had Laguna Blade up. And General's just gonna TP away now. So you think the Roche fight took place? That's gonna end up happening.
Yeah, that's our time for both teams, really. But if you want to try and get something done here with level 20 spend, I think that'll be the place to do it.
Oh. We have no vision in the area for either team around Roche. They just dewarded another Radiant Observer ward.
Radiant
Now recognizing, hey, Roche could be going on. They're gonna head over this direction. Na'Vi though, it scans red. They think that they're in the pit, realizing that they're not now as they drop the Nimbus, and that might signal that they can't fight. No Nimbus is scary. Mid one walks forward, gets the Abyssal Blade, but the Bloomer Cape was already out. Let's comes afterwards, getting him caught. Trying to slow him down a little bit. Mid one.
He hasn't spent anything yet.
Oh, and a big jump, a lot of damage. Mid one, able to get the escape. They're gonna
Almost
take out the
a
Nimbus.
max duration Roche spawn here.
Almost all of this net worth lead right now feels like it's invested into this Ursa, who hasn't actually bought an item yet. He's sitting on 3,800 gold. Buyback status? Only the Ursa and the Undying have it. Everybody else is pretty close gold-wise, but not quite there.
Wow. I guess everyone must just be saving up for it then.
Yeah.
Well, except for Sven. He's bought out. He really needs that level 20 though. I mean, the tomes would be up in a second.
Na'Vi unfortunately don't have their outposts.
Ooh, good point. Right, yeah.
That would have given it to him. Instead now, Na'Vi maybe gonna have to take this fight without that level 20. Nimbus down, ready to battle. V-Tune thinking about going in with that bounty. Well, General heal back up. Saksa keeps him alive for the moment, but he's rooted when he comes back out. He can't go anywhere. Buys back immediately. So that will slow down the battle. Tombstone was dropped now. They haven't used God's Strength at least, but it sort of harkens back to what T-Gov was talking about of being able to bait out spells and then retreat, and then you can maybe go in afterwards. But they found Topson.
Yeah, no blink there.
Mid one. Iceberg needs to run away. Needs to get out of range. The root there. Throws out the Thunder God's Wrath, trying to escape. Seb has him.
These guys so isolated.
And that is going to be a dead Iceberg, a dead V-Tune. Things falling apart for Na'Vi. Dodges the LSA as mid one will beat down RodjER. They kill off Always Wanna Fly. What a pretty fight from OG.
Such a tough decision there for V-Tune. He throws the Stormhammer onto the Shadow Demon, but like, the disruption comes out, the self-disruption, but if you target anyone else, the same thing can just happen, so he just ends up alone on the island without any damage going onto that support. Now General unable to escape.
Oof. And look at them.
Middle tower
Mid lane.
has fallen.
They're pushing. They want to try and take down buildings. 194
Radiant's
atrophy
middle
damage
barracks
coming
are
in
under
from
attack.
Seb. And they're taking racks.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is
That
under
is
attack.
impressive.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
Yeah,
attack.
they'll be happy enough with that by the looks of it and just go claim their Aegis and G's.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Maybe Topson wants a pick. Let's see if RodjER wants to come say hello.
Hey guys, remember me? This OG draft was really, really nice. There's so many like anti-spend
Radiant's
things
top
just built
tower
into
is
it.
under
Like
attack.
you're talking about the Shadow Demon, like even Atropure is pretty freaking good against spend.
Yeah, it's true. It's impressive to see the Ursa pulled out in the first phase like that. It was just such a direct one-to-one counter and still
Radiant's
working
top
out to the
tower
point where
is
Na'Vi
falling.
weren't necessarily able to slow it down all that much. Again, I think Na'Vi had a pretty good start to this game. It's just they had put themselves in a situation where aggressive moves were going to be needed, and they weren't quite able to sync that up together. That's put them in this spot now with Spider Bears coming over the walls. Much more threatening than Spider Pigs, that's for sure.
Radiant's bottom tower
And it
has
just takes the
fallen.
taunt right in the face. They go in now with midone. Okay, and down to half HP. SKB has to run away. Nosetail goes in for more. They destroy midone. Did not get off a single swipe at the bear. Dead for 70 seconds. And now Iceberg needs to hold on to all of this if he possibly can. They take down Nosetail. There's Topson right on top of him. And they chase down, kill off the Zeus. And now looking for more. GG is called. Pretty as can be for OG.
Very disappointing. Well coordinated ganks across the map. Just a lot of tools all kind of coming together, right? They have this mystery going in the draft. You think no one's gonna have the Shadow Demon? Is it core? Is it support? Same thing with the Tiny. But then they wind up with a really nice, well-rounded like pick off into objective-based lineup, and the coordination really shines through, I think, with these guys.
5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Navi's turn to ban. Turn to ban. Navi's turn to ban. OG's turn to pick. Navi's turn to pick.
The next label play.
The next label play.
The next label
The
play.
next label play.
OG's turn to pick.
Lena.
Navi's turn to pick.
Sand stands ready.
OG's turn to ban.
Life stealer.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
The undying waits.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to pick. OG's turn to pick.
Mars!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban.
Tegna!
Navi's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Navi's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to pick.
Tide Hunter.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Admiral Conquer.
Choose your hero.
Well, thank
Prepare
you,
for
Ziorian. Wonderful panel out there. We are up, and it is time to see game number 2. Navi, they're kind of crazy. OG seem to be a little bit more crazy. Well, they're about this draft though.
Yeah, we're real here, which is great. Thank you, Ziori. It's good to know. I appreciate it.
I'll always remember.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Danger.
Inception. It's all over again. I got it. The response of the Kunk, I don't know. Kunk came up and I was kind of like, I don't know. I was hoping for something big. I couldn't quite figure out what the answer was. And the Kunka pops up, and to me, he's always like a jack of all trades kind of hero. And I don't know if he's gonna be the Swiss Army knife to save this draft.
Dyer's turret has been
I
killed.
appreciate the OG draft
30
quite a bit.
seconds to
I think the one problem they could have is if there's like bad ravages maybe, but we've seen so many Io Sven and Tidehunter combos at this point that it's really scary when you try and punish this Tidehunter and he just ravages you into a relocate.
It's very difficult to deal with, and I think that, like, particularly with this lineup, you know, you kind of have a lot of time that you need to set up for kills, right? Like Yule Scepter into Lena Sun, you've got X into Torrent, you've got you know, maybe a Yule's coming out from Mars or something. Like those are the type of like slow, steady buildups that need to come for them to be aggressive. And like you said, one, worried about the Tidehunter, but two, just like if Sven gets that Aghanim Scepter, there's no real save on Navi. They don't like to build save. Navi like to be the ones that are playing aggressive, and I think that OG is just, in a way, kind of a bad matchup for them. Like, I don't know. Navi look, I think sometimes they're able to take more advantage of other teams, and OG are just coming up with really great answers to everything they're throwing at them.
Instant D-ward up top here. RodjER came in trying to plant a cheeky sentry down on the low ground, and it was instantly spotted by NoTail by his positioning. And so that camp is going to stay blocked, and RodjER's going to have to send out another sentry if he wants to deal with this.
Oof.
Yeah, it's already on its way. So yeah, it gives him the tip. Like, yeah, all right, you got me. Well, I got you. Gonna go stand in your small camp.
Gives a little bit of extra space over there, because otherwise, you know, NoTail maybe could have been in the other hard camp, and he would have had to block it out himself. So Gets a little bit of extra regen onto his core. I will say the thing that is going to probably be interesting to watch in this is how does Iceberg play around the Decrepify? That's going to be the really annoying part, I think, for the Kunkka in the lane here. Because it's going to just deny out a ton of his abilities to just try and CS on a tower exactly like this.
Yep. Oh, what an annoying ability.
Yeah.
Max duration at level 1. At least the downtime's obviously pretty long early on, so it'll help him. If he doesn't save it for the range creep, then at least he knows that he can try and contest for that at the end of the wave.
Right. Well, and I think the Kunkka that you're sort of talking about, how it's sort of
isolated down here. Okay, never mind. That's good.
He's a big bad dummy. He's gonna run back in and try and die again. This guy's crazy. Oh, he's got Soul Rift now, so he should be fine.
Yeah, I didn't realize Saksa had missed so much XP. Still a ways away from level 2 right now.
Is under attack.
Does have to be careful with these stacks wearing off soon. On the decay. Wait, they're trying to find the kill. The Soul Rift damage coming in. Can they bring him down in time? It doesn't look like it. In fact, Always Want to Fly could be the one that goes down, although they break the salve.
Yeah, that was nice. And he got that extra decay to get himself back under the tower. He just has to run home now. What an excellent first couple of levels here from Always Want to Fly. Oh, he got Salve Mangoes on his courier right there. He's great.
Okay. B-Tune, just gonna stay comfy for the moment. He's gonna get that salve passed over to him. Didn't have to tango up for it. And now he's going to be able to pressure back Sep some more. So yeah, this is looking like a really good lane if they can just control the area and make sure that this pull doesn't get off, which it looks like they will get one of those creeps over there. Well, up top, bit of a battle of brewing. Light Strike Ray is going to connect onto mid one. Looking for the spear, is going to connect, but No Tail is nearby, has 10 stick charges. That's enough to keep mid one alive.
It's always interesting to watch Undying players and see what they do in a situation exactly like this, right? You're like completely out of mana. You have 1 mango left. You're just casually decaying the Shadow Shaman. Like, is it worth it to run to the tier 2? Is it worth it to run home? Or in this case, Always Want to Fly is basically just saying, you know, I'm just going to try and hold out and see if I can bully you with just my boots, basically.
What a punk.
Yeah. And if he's not careful, he definitely could go down, and that would be first blood here as well. Which, you know, it might be worth it at other times, but it doesn't feel worth it necessarily here. Saksa going to be surrounded by V-Tune a little bit. They're going to try and get this pull off.
Yeah, they are just stopping any action from Saksa on that camp.
That's really good. It's well played.
Oh, so but Saksa, oh, he rapped for the courier, but they saw it coming. They hit them.
And they actually didn't get the pull off here.
Oh, they didn't hide them well enough, though.
No!
Radiant's courier
Saksa
has been
takes
killed.
it down. Tune's gonna go lose his courier. So 2 courier deaths, no hero deaths yet. And RodjER could be the first one if he's not careful. No Tail, very, very dangerous with this right click. So RodjER LSA, oh no, barely getting out of there. It's gonna escape.
Are we gonna make it to the first bounty runes here, guys?
A little wild.
Might. V-Tune's on to Saksa. Whoa, that's a big solar. That was level 2.
And that's going to be first blood. V-Tune draws it as he takes down the Shadow Shaman. Well played indeed.
Yeah, that was looking like the max
Radiant
units there are nearly. There's 195 damage total from that soul rift. And that's going to put Always Want to Fly on both bounties. Mid one will grab the top one, but this will end up being 3 for 1 in favor of Na'Vi.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice little pickup for him, definitely. That's what you want to see.
All right, so first rotations should go really well for Na'Vi, though, right? This is how I envision their game going well for them, is that the arena early on, we talk how there's no saves on Na'Vi. I mean, the saves on the Dire are like, oh, Topson, not enough damage.
Oh, he just got level 6 right there. He killed 1 creep and that gave him level 6. Yeah. Otherwise, he's dead. Really well played. That was that rotation.
And Saksa just drops the ward and wants to see if he can poke his way in here, but that's a very tough angle.
Dire's courier
Iceberg is
killed.
also okay. Good play here by Topson to life drain back up because he was very low, and yeah, I can see
Radiant's
that Saksa's still sticking
killed.
around. They want to make this happen. He's got to be really careful when the life drain combo together with the shackles. Iceberg barely living, but eventually will go down. Well played. And yeah, Topson appreciating Saksa sticking around
Radiant's
that long, and they didn't
middle
really
tower
lose anything
is under
bottom.
attack.
No,
Seb's
they
still farming.
couldn't really do anything to Seb. I mean, he's got only 1 point in the Kraken.
Okay, well, maybe we spoke too soon.
Bottom right, go.
It's good. Maybe they weren't convinced that he wasn't there or something, or that he was like on his way back, and so they didn't want to go aggressive on him.
Well, in the meantime, Lina takes over for a little bit mid. Iceberg does have 6 now, but
Look at
it's
the vision,
a little
though,
bit hard.
and the commitment to seeing exactly what Iceberg's doing. Like, they know that he's a key factor in this game.
Yeah, this is crazy. Like every little bit, just denying out all these
Dire's top
creeps.
tower
It's gonna be
is under
so
attack.
annoying for Iceberg. It's like, can you believe
FPS, here it comes.
Let's see.
Losing frames, lag. I also lag when I have so many heroes in my lane all the time. That's what he should say.
Right. Guys here. So one of the things I was thinking they might do is like if Topson pops, life drain, then you can just throw out the torrent and you're gonna be fine. But that's what this Shadow Shaman kind of stops with 2 points up in shackles. He ensures that it's like so much damage that gets dealt.
Yeah.
So they need that other hero in here to break it. Mars is going to disconnect. General, we haven't really talked about him too much yet. He's had a pretty decent game for himself so far, 33 and 8, ahead of the Tidehunter for sure, and about halfway to level 6, while Tide is just about to hit level 5.
Yeah, RodjER's been up here for the vast majority of the early game, only now coming down after the death on Iceberg, so that's going to help get General to level 6, and I mean, General, I would say, I know we talked a lot of him last game, but I think he's one of the more, most improved players over the past, year and a bit, where I feel like his hero pool has really expanded, because before it was, basically just Bat Rider General was, a big stand-up compared to anything else, and now he's really, gone into this, Void Spirit and Mars as he makes the rotation for the spear, and, yeah, he gets the kill.
Well played. Now, bring in a lot of people able to get that jump onto the Pugna. And it's just an easy play. You walk in, you get the X, and it's going to ensure that you manage to find it. Couldn't quite get in time
Now,
for the shackles.
because they killed Seb, he has no TP.
Oh. Okay.
So this is going to be a very long walkout with no boots.
Radiant's bottom tower
I
is
mean,
under
the
attack.
Acre Smash is really good for, keeping a lot of lifesteal going here. But yeah, it looks like he's just going to accept his fate here. And
If there wasn't decay,
Cast
there's
on
actually
the
a
tide.
chance in some ways there with Kraken and everything. I mean, I guess there's also phase boots, but maybe he could get somewhere where rotation could come through because he'd have so much more HP. But with the decay being there, there's just no hope.
dude, they've got 3 heroes mid constantly. What the hell? They're putting so much
Radiant's middle
pressure on this
tower is
Kunkka.
under attack.
This is insane. But now they're going to bring in a couple more. Tide Bringer is going to be there for some damage, but they couldn't catch with the torrent, so call it off.
Yeah, they were feeling the pressure of that ward back there too, and they did manage to get it after 2 sentries.
Ooh, Saksa playing the little illusion rune trick. I like it. He's gonna send himself in 1 at least in a moment. They're bringing 4 heroes mid now. Because that's the thing. These are all under vision.
So yeah, Topson, come on.
Radiant's
Come on
top
back to
tower
that mid.
is under
Alright,
attack.
do they have a smoke there showing? They don't. Okay.
Mid one is gonna pop God Strength instead and just take this tier 1 tower. At least do a good chunk of damage to it as they come on back in. General doesn't miss out on too many CS though.
That ward has just done so much though. It sees that rotation coming back with the arena, so they're able to just back it up. They're not losing out on anything. Topson doesn't put himself in a vulnerable position, and Saksa, well, now he takes care of the ward that was there for the Radiant, guarding and watching his movements. So Topson gets towards it up, but level 1X, they're gonna go for it.
Yeah, they've got him caught here. Now RodjER afterwards. Do they have enough damage though? Topson moves in, gets the Hex out, trying to kill him off. Will be able to. Man, always want to play unit just in time with that soul rep. And the LSA gonna land now onto Saksa. Great reactions from Na'Vi. That was really well played.
Yeah, that was still only the level 2 soul rep too, so that was pretty close. He almost lived there. I think the tower damage was just enough to help get that kill.
Burns, doesn't it?
You know, it's interesting because to me it feels like one of those things where if you don't kill the Pugna right there, he might live through the whole rest of the engagement, you know? And instead just kill everybody. Like, life drain is so crazy.
10 minutes, not able to get a stack off, but
Mine is
the bounties again look like they're going Navi's way. 3 for 1.
Bad for them. Seb has Ravage available. They're gonna go for the TP out of there while No Tail dies on the other side of the map. So Na'Vi find themselves a kill, get out with Undying.
And Saksa though heads the snakes. What will the plan be? That mid tower is awfully tempting.
It could happen. Dangerous thing.
Just making a beeline for it. Oh, they're going on Topson again. Yeah, this is snakes time. Trap of Saksa.
Laguna Blade is not there in time. Oh, good stuff coming out. Now they got to run away on Kunkka. They're going to drop the snakes, but I don't know if this is going to work. They're going to kill off the tombstone at the very least. No, denied. Oh, well played by Melina.
Yeah, the snakes were a little greedy, but that was really well played by Saksa to go for that shackle raid, as you pointed out, because he needed to heal back up before that Laguna popped him in the head.
As we've seen time and again, mid one
Radiant's
just hangs out down bottom, gets his farm on, and has just been left alone. It's like, yeah, these cool things are going on for Na'Vi, but that impending sense of doom of a Sven just getting out of control is definitely scary.
Radiant's
I can't believe they only have 1 kill inside of OG. It's felt like they've had some pretty good leads in a lot of these fights.
Saksa getting chased. All the way over to the side, they find him there. They're
pretty
all the
deep.
way in.
Dire's top tower
TP
is
coming
under
in
attack.
as well as the relocate, and V2 just gonna rage TP out of there. They force a bunch of rotations. They'll lose the Undying, but I think everybody else escapes. Oh, okay. I think he's at bottom. Down bottom.
Just pumping everything.
Yeah. They don't bring mid one back from that one. So well played. V2 gonna force to rage away from mid. So again, very back and forth game. I'm not sure how to read this one as far as where they go next either, because it has that feeling like, you know, things could sort of turn on a dime and all of a sudden a big fight happens and OG could pull crazy far ahead.
There's that, and I could also see the same thing happening with the Blink Dagger on general. I think that synced up in combination with the BKB on the Kunkka is just going to lead them into a lot of aggression, and Topson has the Meteor Hammer. So all your buildings belong to us, as they have Pugna, Serpent Wards, and a Meteor Hammer now.
Wow, and that is a lot of pressure. Smoke is going to break. They catch mid one here. Oh, this is interesting. Iceberg took a 4th point in X, and that gets them the angle to catch on the Sven. Arena down afterwards, they're going to kill him. Mid one goes down. RodjER in the meantime trying to stay alive as the fight brews over. No Tail is going to fall, and so will
Radiant's
Saksa.
middle
Man,
tower
Boat is
has
so
fallen.
good.
It's crazy.
Saving your weaker allies there, the damage mitigation, and building that lead back up to kind of where it was before for Na'Vi. Now about 3K, as they're going to slow down the farming speed of that Sven.
But it's so interesting, right? Because Iceberg opting to not take that level 10 talent. Like, so many Kunkkas just pick that one up, and he's realizing, like, that the real thing he needs to do is make sure he gets that
Dire's
X range in
top tower
time.
is under attack.
Yeah, they just needed that first catch, because now the Blink Dagger's done there for general, so we have a second option for catch and a much longer initiation there as well. So this is great news for ALWAYSWANNAFLY, because I'm sure he's ready to just start fighting all the time, because he's Undying. RodjER wants to use Laguna every time it's available, so these 4 heroes, they want to get on the map and try and give that little bit of space for V2 to finish up this Scotty that we've been seeing versus the IO lineups, and they're ready to go on to Topson again.
Jump in, spear to the side. He finds himself a tree, but on the back lines, that movement in from No Tail will not save Topson. I don't know. Well, maybe it will actually. General is AFK. Oh no, Iceberg is not happy. Iceberg is not a happy guy.
Big smiles all around though.
Yeah, definitely.
Dota 2. That's our game.
Well, we will see how it goes.
Oh, the Tim's back and forth. They're having fun.
In the meantime, Leader Hammer, Ravage afterwards. Big 10, but is it going to be enough? Mid one finds ALWAYSWANNAFLY, but they spear him away. As the God Strength came out, he's out of this fight. They take down 3, going to likely find Seb afterwards as well. Na'Vi managed to win a huge engagement here.
Dire's
and he
middle
just
tower
lets it
is
rip.
under attack.
But we're all thinking,
Dire's structures are fortified.
Iceberg is on fire right now with the triple. RodjER takes the kill on Topson, ruining the ultra kill.
You know,
But it's, they're popping off right now. It's 15-2. They have a kill for every minute right now, Lyrical.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Iceberg is one of those guys that when you make him angry, you feel like he plays better. It's just sort of the way of it, I think. And, oh my God, you gotta be careful though. Arena down, catches on both of them. Topson, he's in a ton of trouble. He is decrept for the moment, but the right clicks are gonna come fast and furious. Although, maybe a turnaround. Can Saksa make this work for him? Okay, mid one is Mask of Madness, has a stun back up in 7. And Kunkka gonna go for the X play. The Torrent afterwards is available if he can make his way out, but it won't happen. OG strike back. That is exactly what they needed. ALWAYSWANNAFLY, is he also gonna die? Mid one is pretty freaking swift right here. Beats the crap out of him.
Don't tombstone. Don't do it.
Oh, juke. Oh my God, no, juke. All right, he goes down. And they're gonna take an ancient stack too. Just when you thought they were falling apart. OG, bring it back.
Those some rough losses there. Kills happening perhaps a little bit too deep. I'll tell you one thing, RodjER is definitely not a snake charmer. Oh, this is some good vengeance. After all these ward traps, just get him.
Yeah, creep.
Radiant's
letting
middle
him die
tower
to the
is under attack.
The next label play.
Next level play.
Amazing.
That's where you wish Laguna had the stack, so you were allowed to satisfyingly zap someone right there. And you can be like
Radiant's middle
Lion
tower
and
is under
really
attack.
broken in that case.
Topson. Trying to run away from this one here. V-Tune wisely saving his decrep, or rather his rage. Iceberg not quite in range for that X marks. So they will have to back out again. Yeah, 17-5, but only a 4,000 gold lead.
Well, they have the arena ready, and now a medallion looks like it's finished up for general, so I can see a smoke coming out here soon, perhaps. They have one ready on RodjER, and Iceberg clearing the mid wave. I think that's the plan. It's only the top tier 2 and the mid tier 2 bottom lane, no cares. And they're not even gonna smoke, they're just gonna wander on in here and see what's going on.
Yeah, they want to try and get that timing before the...
Strength bracers for Iceberg. What good timing is they run to Topson.
Dire are
Does he
scanning.
get vision? Oh, Torrent, so he gets the X. Nicely played there by Iceberg. Didn't have the vision, but the Torrent gives it to him. And now the chase down will come. Laguna Blade afterwards. BKB. Yeah, all right, he's
Radiant's
dead.
bottom
But they forced out
tower
the
is under
BKB.
attack. Radiant structures
this 10
are
seconds?
fortified. Dire's structures
still
are
work.
fortified.
Don't let him survive. Don't turn it around.
Fair enough. In the meantime,
Dire's
though,
top tower
Yeah.
is
Oh,
under
no.
attack.
Not again.
we've seen this before.
No, they're safe. They don't have ages.
Wait, Arena down. They got mid one. He's in trouble now. Ravage comes out afterwards. Can they escape? Seb trying to take down RodjER, but the relocate will pull the Sven away. And another kill on to the Tidehunter. But in the meantime, they didn't manage to get that top tier 2 tower. Relocate comes back in. No tail found. And in the meantime, they also are able to catch on to Saksa. Oh, jukes by not juking. The best kind. A 45-degree angle the wrong way there.
When you're leading, you don't want to trade evenly. So I like the idea of coming back and defending, because I do think they should be winning the fights right now, especially considering that's a fight with Ravage. There to help protect, and still not going that well for the side of OG. So I like the idea of
Radiant's
pushing this
middle
lane as
tower
much as
is
they
under
can.
attack.
It's always hard to get down here,
Dire's bottom tower is under
but they don't want to just give this bottom tower up for free. So that's why they want to pressure in here as much as they can.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Seb, still in the area. He's going to go for a 9.
Dire's bottom
he had it.
tower has
Me
fallen.
too. Doesn't quite get it though. And every time, OG are moving in with either the Pugna or the Shadow
Radiant's
Shaman,
top
and
tower is under
it is
attack.
really hard to get sort of a return thing going on here. Topson gets the
Radiant's
tower,
top tower has fallen.
but he is going to die for the trouble. Focus on that.
Sneaky, like, left rat. Oh, they missed the hook.
Oh my God. Topson is just really annoying to play.
I feel like he's giggling. I don't know. Yeah. Leshrac strats of just like snagging towers from the fog and everything, just being a real nuisance like he likes to do. But with that kill, they head into the Roach pit, and hopefully they're going to keep this Aegis and use it for a bit of a better advantageous situation compared to last game.
That was very disheartening for Navi fans out there, but this game, it definitely feels like they're on firmer footing. This is an Aegis taken at lead as opposed to poor recovery. And Scotty is almost done for VTune. It's a pretty interesting choice.
Radiant's
Yeah, I think it's just the Pugna, the IO, a lot of frustrating heal stuff going on.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Now this is a
But
fleet.
in the meantime, while Roche is getting taken, mid one able to secure the tier 2 tower. And it looks like they're going to attempt to do the same thing up top. Navi looking to take that one and then
Radiant's
secure the
bottom
outposts
tower
as
is
OG
under
have already
attack.
claimed theirs. Any other items that are coming out soon? Tidehunter's a little ways away from a blink. Don't really have much. I mean, Saksa was able to get an Aether Lens, but they don't have that like instant jump initiation from OG really.
Yeah, and mid one's thinking about the Daedalus instead of the Agnums.
Very interesting. Oh, Iceberg. X, Torrent. Still ends up hitting onto him and has another 6 seconds before X, so don't get out. Oh, Ravage comes out. They hold on to everybody with no Kunka here. VTune is going to lose the Aegis. How is this happening again? Oh no, and he won't have rage when he comes back up, so VTune in a ton of trouble is going to have to jump inside of a creep and try and run away. He's really fast. Very, very fast. He'll have rage back up when he's done, so he should be able to escape from this one. Yeah, and they're just going to let him go, it looks like. Or he's going back in. All right, VTune's insane.
Can't believe he got rid of
Dire's
that.
middle tower is under attack.
Oh, they're trying to chase. Okay.
Seb, that was so greedy, dude.
Yeah, now they got Topson. They got their eyes on Seb with no Ravage. They want to take this fight. Saksa moves in though. The Hex is there. The stun will turn around. They burst from the time. No, Undying's here. General trying to live. Has stick charges afterwards. They're life training and everything. Spear comes out. He is going to get healed up again. Barely.
Always want flies to try to feed. Kill me.
And yeah, we'll get him away. Jeez.
And they instantly smoke,
This game.
despite having no spells available.
All right, and VTune's just got to run away again. They have the ward drop down in Vision of the Century. What a wild game. Still a kill a minute for Navi, not so much for OG. Relocate. Find Saksa. Stun is there. Yule's afterward. Tries to jump away. General in range. Kunka. All the backlines is going to get caught out in some trouble as they've got him controlled. Mid one turns to punch him a few times, but the heal is there yet again, and the relocate going to pull the Sven out. Seb is
Saving him to the ancients every time, by the way.
so they will
I'll take you home, Sven.
They will take down that that tide.
Saksa.
Yeah, it looks like he'll get away.
Oh!
All right, that's the most value
so
smoke break.
confused. Don't waste the scan. Don't scan.
They're so angry. All right, re-smoke. Who cares? Let's go.
Oh man, but now they're just smoking into oh wait. I said nothing. Maybe Topson.
Ping, 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 ping.
Oh man, I got him.
Well played.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But again, mid
Radiant
one
structures
pushing at the
are
same time.
fortified.
God's strength, but they pop the glyph.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And mid lane glyph is also going to be popped.
Dire's middle tower
Tombstone down.
is under attack.
See if
Radiant's
they can
top tower
kill
is
off
under
this tier 2
attack.
tower before backdoor comes back up again. Let me close. Bottom.
I think
Iceberg.
they
Oh
might
my
have had
God.
that talk of. Oh,
Iceberg.
okay. Well, I was literally about to say I think they might have had that talk of staying together as five a little bit more, but I guess they didn't.
Relocate out.
Saksa's right in behind here with wards. If General jumps, that could be really bad.
Good jump away by General there. They'll kill the IO. But again, in this chaos, it feels like OG are just sort of keeping that net worth lead about even, which I think is really important for
Radiant's
them to like
middle tower is under
not
attack.
just let it run away into the favor of Na'Vi. Now, like, mid one's got a Daedalus. They're just trying to look a little better, but if they lose Topson here, this is not so great. In fact, Saksa, under vision for a moment there. They don't have detection, though. Invis runes saving lives.
And Seb's just getting away with this one, I think.
Radiant are
Oh,
scanning.
wait, 18 seconds till TP. Maybe he won't.
Seems like he is going to go down here.
Bring the torrent
Dire's
storm.
middle tower is under attack.
Okay, I didn't see that yet. That last Iceberg kill was a little unfortunate timing. I wonder what he's going to go for next in the Kunkka.
To our advantage.
Halberd, I'm sure, is very tempting. I definitely stick to the most.
No. Ooh, RodjER. Cool scepter left up, and we'll set up for another V2 kill. Who's having a wonderful game right now. Really getting everything that you could want at this point in time.
And again, another relocate just to push a wave.
Oh, are they gonna get it in time? Yeah.
I'm Sven.
Wait, what? They left him.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That's okay. They do have a lot of wards. Oh, look at this ward in the Radiant Triangle. It's scouting all these couriers. Courier wards are just like the best. So it's like, oh, okay, well, Mars is this way. Because there goes his courier. He's got a plate mail. Oh, there goes Lifestealer's courier. Oh, there goes Lena's courier. And we know where everyone is. In the lane anyway right now, but couriers and wards are very interesting ever since we got 10 of them. They give away so much information.
Is under attack.
Mid
Radiant's
one
courier
is going to
has
TP
been
into
killed.
this one now. Seb finds RodjER. Nothing really to keep him away at the moment. Looking for that torrent afterwards. Doesn't quite connect. Mid one still thinking about going in. Good spear. Now the torrent storm afterwards is going to come out. But the BKB is already there. Seb going to get caught by the stun. B2 trying to turn onto him. Jumps inside of a creep, backs away. Everything used by Na'Vi, and now they just need to get out.
I don't think that
Iceberg gets walloped.
Torrent Storm hit anything. That spell is so strange sometimes.
Yeah. I think always want to fly above this midone now as well. Dude, mid one does so much damage.
Yeah, they're just all in on him, but in this
Dire's
case,
middle
like,
tower
unlike the
is
Sven
under
game
attack.
for Secret, he has no real counter, right? They don't have this, like, Ursa that can just turn the whole game around with the 1v1 matchup. Lifestealer is not really that hero. Like, he's not, like,
Radiant's bottom
horrific
tower
versus
is
Sven,
under
but he's just
attack.
not gonna do the same stuff that Ursa can, obviously.
Oh, one of these creeps is not like the others.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
They're
attack.
gonna run Topson away from this area. Mid one shows there on the mid lane. And it looks like, yeah, they're just trying to separate out again until Undying is back up.
And now we get to find out about Roche.
Down to just a 2,000 gold lead here. So much of that net worth just being held on to mid one.
2 minutes.
Do you feel like that sort of favors anyone in particular here?
Probably OG. I think Na'Vi are starting to run into the same situation as last game where they had a lead that they probably could have done stuff with, but just weren't quite able to get it done. This game they played a lot better. But there's still the same mistakes, especially the lone pickoffs occurring again, or just like the bad
Radiant's
TPs
bottom
and
tower
bad
is
map
under
movement
attack.
decisions.
Right. Yeah, getting punished.
Another
in a big
relocate.
way. Oh, this is a tier 3 tower. Iceberg pops the BKB. He's not going to be caught this time by it. Do they have any way to control mid one? Need to find an X here. No tail. Going to be pulled back in. No, they just get out. Wow.
Things didn't go quite right there for either side, I guess. You know, Na'Vi only gets Topson, and the BKB was popped a bit late for mid one, probably because he wasn't sure what was left there defensively for his opponents, but like it looked like he probably could have got Iceberg right there, even through that BKB.
Yeah. I think part of it is like needing to make sure you play around that X and, you know, making sure you don't get pulled back in. since, you know,
Yes.
spellable and all that.
Sure, that could be very bad, so it's nice to have V to be ready for that.
So 30 to 10, but only
Dire
a
are
slight lead
scanning.
being held by Na'Vi, and more importantly, all of the momentum over the last couple of minutes has really been shifting into OG's favor. Now the game, Dota Plus, feeling about 50% chance. Who will win this? As
I've got my odds on OG, I think.
Yeah.
They're just playing too well, and the Sven is starting to look like a real monster that does not have an equal in this game. I think they need those big blow-up plays to start returning for Na'Vi. Now, mind you, this is good. It is the Ace and the Cheese this time. And it's not going to be much of a structural punish. They still have the Glyph available on the Radiant, and everyone has
Radiant's bottom
TPs.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, stepping up there,
Radiant
and they're going to pop it
structures
now.
are fortified.
Force them back.
Roshan has fallen
Oh,
to
there
the
it is.
ground.
She's on the ground.
They even smoked in behind mid one.
Looking
Radiant's
for the
bottom
catch
tower
here.
has
They
fallen.
realize,
Nice BKB.
great reaction there, and pops the cheese afterwards. Living only for a play. Down. A lot of damage out B-Tune, but he's already raged. Tries to take down Kyle, and is going to be there. Big one is kind of stuck now. All right, Thorn is out. The buyback comes from the IO. Can they bring it down mid one? Just doing so much damage. Can they keep him there, though? Need to go for the X-play afterwards, but I don't even know. They're just doing so much freaking damage. They're going to find the mid one, and Iowa's heading back home. Buyback comes on everybody. They need to be able to win this engagement afterwards. Ultra kill already for mid one, but now no more God Strength left. He's going to turn on to B2, pops the rage, wants to fight, gets a bash, but there's still so much healing coming in. And now Io, he TP'd over to the shrine.
Radiant's bottom barracks
No
are
tail
under
is coming
attack.
back in. I don't think they have enough to
Radiant's
stop this,
bottom
even without God
has fallen.
Strength.
Radiant's bottom barracks has
Yeah, I don't think
fallen.
anyone wants to get crit for 1600 again like that poor Lifestealer just did. Almost 12,000 damage from the Sven in that fight alone.
Jeez.
Mid one is beasting and is thinking about heading right in towards the Orchid to just ruin this Lifestealer game with the Bloodthorn.
B-Tune trying to beat away here and see if he can make something happen. Seb, no Ravage this time, but with mid one coming in, B-Tune forced to pop that rage. Both gonna land on Seb. Everybody getting the buff. They gotta back out now on Na'Vi. It's dangerous. Oh, they got him dying yet again. The
Radiant's
turnaround's
middle
gone, and look at
tower
the
is
Corn
under
Storm.
attack.
Is it gonna be good enough though? It doesn't quite look like it. It hits onto a couple heroes. Iceberg pops the BKB, tries to run away, but there is no salvation in your face. OG are coming for you. General trying to stop the screaming forward mid one, but it will not happen. They take him down yet again on Iceberg. He'll Scepter lift up, but where's the follow-up? Do they have anything left in the tank? He's doing so much damage to mid one, but there's too much healing. Far too much. He beats the crap out of General, gets the kill with the life drain from Topson, and with no buyback on these heroes, OG looking to try and end this one.
Yeah, there are still tier 2s in mid and top, so it looks like they'll just be forced to back it up. At least a little bit here. What the hell?
Radiant's
To
middle
the tower for about
has
2
fallen.
seconds, that is.
Oh my god. Backdoor protection is nothing. Now they have a creep wave. Okay, Heck controlled, Ravage, caught, killed, laughing beats, denying beats, all
Radiant's
the
middle
beats
tower
go in the way
has
of OG as they will claim another set
Radiant's
of racks
middle barracks
and
are under
possibly at
attack.
that
Radiant's
point look to
middle
end this game because there
fallen.
is no life
Radiant's
stealer.
middle
This is
Was it
going to
15 to 2 this game? Is that right?
dude, absolute ownage.
Pretty sure it was 15 to 2.
Whatever the point in time when that was, like,
I guess not.
they turn it
Radiant's middle
around.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, that was excellent. Just knowing the timings, knowing when to high five their opponents, like right now.
Has fallen. Radiant's
Torn
ancient
Storm
is
not
under
finishing
attack.
up. They still have the control. Going to catch RodjER. Always want to fly. Valiantly trying to hold on to the
Radiant's
base.
ancient is under
But they
attack.
will not be denied. OG gonna end this series 2-0 elimination game.
Radiant's
Impressive,
ancient is
impressive.
under attack. Victory.
We get a 33 to 18 win at 34 minutes for OG. Man, talk about knowing when your lineup comes online. And